Hey everyone, we have an exciting bonus episode in store for you today. I recently hosted a free training called Online Presence Unwrapped, Essentials Explained. And the response was so incredible that I felt the need to share it with all of you. Many of the attendees were blown away at all of the valuable tips shared during the training. Some even expressed that the content addressed exactly what they've been struggling with, making this training an ideal starting point for them. So, in today's bonus episode, I'll be sharing the replay of that training, packed with valuable insights about your online presence, why it's important, and how dedicating time to improve it can greatly benefit your business. I encourage you to stay tuned, and afterwards, let's continue discussion in our private Facebook group, where we can delve deeper into online presence and its positive impact on your business. I am so glad that you all decided to join me for Online Presence Unwrapped, Essentials Explained. My name is Christina Stubblefield, and I am a business and marketing coach and consultant. I love helping businesses and entrepreneurs grow their business and reach their goals, all while saving time and money. Now, before we go too far, I want to give you an overview of this webinar. What all am I going to be covering? I'm going to be talking about why online presence is essential. I'm going to be talking about what is online presence. Then how to identify your online presence, key elements that impact your online presence, as well as the number one strategy for all businesses. This is something that you can put into action immediately for your business. Why online presence is essential. Why should you care about your online presence? Well, I always say to people, imagine if your business was open 24/7, accessible from anywhere in the world. That's the power of a strong online presence. In today's digital world, it is not just an option, but a necessity. And sometimes when I say that to people, it can be overwhelming because the thoughts that start to swirl in your mind is you have to be everywhere. You have to show up everywhere, be something to everyone, and that's not the case. So keep an open mind, because in today's digital world, we want to make sure that you are found, not just discovered, but that you're found when someone is looking for your business, product, or services. So I would like to share with you just a few statistics. I'm a numbers person. So there are 4.9 billion internet users globally. You see that on your screen right now. Over half the global population is online. 63% shopping journeys start online. Even if the purchase is made offline, research happens online first. And 97% of consumers search online to find local businesses. So you see how important it is to be online. Now, an online presence allows you to connect with consumers, build brand awareness, as well as grow your business. So some of you out there may be thinking, well, I have a physical store, or I'm offering a local service. Do I really need to focus so much attention online? Honestly, yes. Because the internet has changed so much of how the consumers make purchasing decisions. I hear time and time and time again that people are filtering down their options by what they find online, even if you have a physical store. They want to read about your business, see reviews, even sometimes shop online. It's all about convenience. And the reality is, if you're not online, you are potentially invisible to a huge chunk of potential customers. As of 2021, 4.9 billion internet users. So that statistic now, always when we pull statistics and data, it always is behind. It's not necessarily up to the minute. So imagine what that number is today. So now that you know the importance of it, and that a strong online presence helps build trust with potential customers. That's so important. You're really wanting to make that connection. And truthfully, it happens before you ever know that a person is looking at you or your business. That's the reality of it. So that strong online presence helps you build trust with potential customers. It allows you to showcase your products or services, share customer testimonials. But honestly, what you're really doing is you're highlighting and demonstrating your expertise, your experiences. Your online presence is the bridge that connects your business with your potential customers. Being open 24/7, accessible to anyone, anywhere, to learn about what you have to offer. So, as I go through some of these next segments, I want to talk about what makes up online presence. And then, how do you figure out where you are and what you can do? So, let's talk about what is online presence. I've heard so many different terms thrown around: online presence, online visibility. Some people just say search engines. There's so many different terms thrown around. It's your presence online. It's about how your business appears online. Your website, social media, blog post, reviews. This is all part of your digital footprint. It's how you show up. It's how you stand out. And as I've mentioned, it's how you connect with your potential customers online. Think for a minute about your digital footprint. How do you appear to people? How does your business come up? It's not just about your website. I always say your website is your foundation. We could think of it as your online headquarters. It's your virtual storefront. And it's where people get detailed information about your products or services. They can learn about your story. They can read your mission. And they should be able to see what sets you apart from your competition. But your online presence also includes your social media profiles. Sometimes when you say that word, social media, I know there's a lot of different platforms. You're trying to figure out which ones you should be on. But think of these as your networking avenues. That is your opportunity to be a magnet to attract people to you or your business so they can learn more about you. Your online presence is also, it's your online community. Those social channels, you're building a network, a community online. And it's an opportunity to engage with your audience, because if we really think about it, people need to become part of your audience first before they enter your funnel. And we can keep going further and further down. But I always tell people is when you become a magnet and you attract people with your online presence and they enter your circle, they can then be nurtured to turn into a lead. And then you want them to eventually turn into a customer. Social media gives you so many great opportunities to engage with your audience. But also, I like people to remember your online presence is the content you share online. Blog posts, articles, videos. If you host a webinar like this, if you do freebies, for example, downloads, maybe it's a helpful PDF, any form of content that provides value to your audience, showcases your expertise, and builds trust in your brand. That's all part of your online presence. And let's not forget about your online reputation. This is online reviews, customer testimonials, and the way you interact with customers online. That includes responding to positive reviews, as well as any other feedback that you may get. Your customer service that you showcase online is also part of your online presence. It's part of your online reputation. I also need to mention your listings, online directories, or business listings that you have, like digital business cards floating out there on the internet. Directories that provide essential information, like your business name, address, contact details, and even hours. That's also part of your online presence. So when you really think about it, it is a whole compilation. It's that whole, everything rolled into one. Website, social media, content, reputation, online listings. Everything that shows up online is a representation of your business. That's your business's online presence. Now, how do we identify and how do we assess your current online presence? So let's talk about identifying first. I want you to think about your own business. How do you show up online? What does your digital footprint look like? It's crucial to identify your current online presence. No matter what comes up, no matter how much, how little, you need to know where you stand right now with your online presence. You have to know where you are to know where to go. You want to get from point A to point B, we have to know where you're starting from. So guess what? We've got to do a little self-discovery. Now, I've put together a worksheet for you to make this easier. And this is something that, can you read through this while I'm going through some of this? Absolutely, you can. This is something that after this webinar, you can print out, you can go through, you can make your own notes. And this is something that you can hold on to and you can do on a consistent basis, because this is something you want to know and identify where you stand, not necessarily just once a year, maybe it's once a quarter. Where do we want to start with this? Your website. So website assessment, that is the first one that you see in here. Is your website user-friendly? Is it easy to navigate? Now, I always tell people, you know, I've done websites for many years. I tell people I've done it all the way back to the AOL community. And I always know when I'm talking to somebody that has no idea what I'm talking about when I say the AOL community, because that was before websites were truly websites. But so I've done them for quite a while now. But make sure you check your website on a desktop, on a tablet, if you have one, as well as on a mobile phone. I'm here to share with you, probably 70% or more are going to be on your website on a mobile device. More than likely these days, I have worked with many customers over the years. And although their website might look fabulous, and if that's where 7 out of 10 visitors are coming from, you really need to know how it functions and how easy it is to navigate on mobile. So we can go down through all of these. You need to look at your brand, your design. Does it represent your brand? And here's an easy way to think about this. When you look at your website, without even looking at it, do you tell people, go to my website? Are you excited to tell them about it? Do you want them, is that the place you want them to go? Because a telltale sign is when you think to yourself, I don't really want to share my website. Follow me on Instagram. That's a telltale sign. Are you not proud of it? Does it not function correctly? Is something not working? Because although you're getting the opportunity to say that to the person in front of you, there are many other people ending up on your website than you know about. That's what we all want. You want traffic to your website. You want people to find you online, and you want people to traffic to go to your website. You can't tell those people, oh, wait, this section's not working on my website. Come on over here to Instagram. So think about that. Is it your best foot forward? Does it represent your business? Do you want to shout it from the rooftops? I say that a lot. If not, you really want to evaluate what needs to be changed. Is it time to update it? It's so important to keep your website updated. And you find that on here. You want to make sure your information is right. Is there up-to-date pictures? The products and services listed, is it up to date? So I can talk about website all day long. It is the foundation for your business online. Make sure it's your best foot forward. And if it's not, start to come up with a plan to get it there. And there are so many different tools out there that you can do to run reports on websites. If that's something that you have a question about, the functionality of your website, and you don't know where to go to run a report, shoot me a message and I will get you the tools to be able to do that. Also, we do website reviews a lot for people, website evaluations. So that is something that you can reach out if you're not sure about your website. So I'm going to keep going through this. Social media presence. And I've listed this out here to help you all. But what platforms are you active on? Do you post regularly? And I'm going to tell you something. I have to remind myself of this, okay? I'm pretty transparent about how I do with my own stuff. And remember, social media is social. Are you engaging with your audience? People that like your post, people that comment. Do you go in and comment back? There is value in spending time on social media. Now, I'm not saying you got to scroll through TikTok for an hour or two. I understand that it can be a time suck, but it's finding balance. And it's really important that you engage with your audience, even your DMs. You know, there's a lot of things out there where people are doing business through direct messages. So don't discount the opportunities for connection through comments and messages. And think about, as I mentioned before, these are networking platforms. These are connection platforms to build your online community, to become a magnet, to turn visitors into a more warmer audience that then turn into leads. It's really an opportunity to build relationships. Content. Have you thought about the content that you're sharing? Maybe you're not sharing content. Is it valuable? Is it relevant to your audience? Is it touching on pain points that your audience is having right now? Does it showcase your expertise? One of the best tips that I share with people about content is your FAQs. Your most frequently asked questions. Why? Because if people are asking you the same questions over and over again, How many people online have those same questions? They're just not emailing you. They're not picking up the phone to call to ask you. That is content opportunities, relevant content opportunities that you can utilize in an FAQ section, in a blog post, social media, in a video that you record. So many opportunities lie in those questions. And a lot of times I tell people your conversations that you have on a daily basis, think about the context. Think about the topics. Do you find yourself talking over and over and over again with different people about the same topics? It will probably help you to do a blog post or a video about that. So, content. And this is something that a lot of people talk to me about is, I just don't think I have enough content. You have more than you realize. Your experience, your stories, your expertise. And you can always do research. There's so many avenues, especially now with AI, so many avenues to do research on topics and content ideas. Online reputation. How is your online reputation? When is the last time you Googled yourself, your name, or your business? This is something that I recommend people do every quarter, is to Google yourself. You need to know what's out there. What's out there is your online reputation and your online presence. Do you have reviews? Do you ask clients for reviews? Google reviews is one of the number one things you can do for your business. And online reviews have a big impact for potential customers that are seeing your information online. If they don't know anything about you and they are researching you or your business, your products or services, those reviews play an intricate role in your online reputation. And they really can impact a potential client's or customer's decision to choose you, to choose your services or products. I also want to make sure that I mention at the bottom, you see there, number 5, online listings. You want to make sure wherever you have your business listed, and there are several different directories, you want to make sure that your information is accurate and consistent on all of it. You want your name, address, phone number, website address to be identical. That helps you in search engine ranking. So that's why you want to make sure that it's accurate and consistent on all of them. And really take the time when you Google yourself, that you take the time to know what's out there about your business and go in and check if your information is on a site that you're not familiar with. Go and look up that site and make sure that what's there is accurate. Now, if another tool that I can provide you, and I will make sure that you get it, is you can run a business listing report. And it will look up, there's many search engines. Most people know about 3, Google, Yahoo, Bing. That's usually the top 3 that people know about. They don't really even mention YouTube, and they don't really even mention Pinterest. And both of those are truthfully search engine typed websites. YouTube is the second largest search engine, So you want to take time to assess all of these and make sure you update any information that is not accurate. So figure out which ones need improvement and make that part of your plan for your business. Your marketing plan, make it part of it to make sure that any areas that need improvement that you address. Also, you may find opportunities that you can tap into that Oh, I didn't realize I'm not listed on this directory and I should be. What does that do? It expands your digital footprint. And remember, the goal isn't to be perfect in all of these areas, but to create a balanced and effective online presence. Balance, very, very key there. You want to make sure that your business is accurately represented online and that it resonates with your target audience. Now, let's dive in to the key elements. And I've touched on some of these, but I'm going to go through them just a little bit more. Key elements that impact your online presence, as we just went through identifying, okay? Your website, virtual storefront, 24/7. I've talked about it, user friendly. You want to make sure it represents your business. You want to make sure the products and services, what you have to offer, what are you offering your audience? Make sure it's clear on there, and obviously it's up to date. If you have not considered a blog, or if you don't currently do a blog, that is one tip that you can leave here with, is blogging can make a big impact with your online presence. Why? Because your blog is attached to your website and it helps you keep your website up to date. Search engines like frequent changes on your website. So, to increase your online presence, you want to update your website on a regular basis. And if you put a blog post up once a week, twice a month, even once a month, whatever is doable for you, it is worth it to increase your online presence. Now, I can get into a bunch of side notes on the blog. You want it to be relevant content for your target audience. Again, we could go back to what I mentioned about the FAQ questions, and you can utilize those questions as blog topics. Social media, I talked about it being an opportunity to connect with and engage with your target audience. Now, being active, posting regularly, responding promptly, consistency is what it comes down to with social media. And this is a big topic that I go over with a lot of times, even with current clients. You know, it seems like there's so many other platforms popping up, this one, that one. Where does your target audience live? Where do they spend their time? Those are the social media channels that you should prioritize for your business. And then you want to put out content that is relevant to your target audience. Is that 3 times a week? Is that 5 times a week? Is that once a day? It's more important to be consistent than it is to put 5 posts out this week, 2 posts out next week, skip the following week. Consistency rules. That is one of the great things about social media. You can schedule your content. You can schedule your post. Facebook, Instagram, and the other ones as well. There are so many different applications, softwares, tools that you can utilize to schedule to help you with consistency and batching. That batching can really help you with your social media. Your content, as I said, what you share online, whether that be blog posts, videos, anything like that with content, you want to establish your authority in your industry. Deliver valuable, relevant, and engaging content. One of the tips that I can give you is use keywords in your content. There's a free tool, Google Keyword Planner, that you can use to find relevant keywords and it will tell you which ones are the most popular. And you can use those keywords in the content that you put out, not only in blogs, but also in social media. Online reputation. Definitely make sure you are asking clients for reviews and feedback. It can significantly impact your online presence. I mentioned it before, people that are researching, looking up your information, but are not familiar with you are swayed most of the time by reviews, by the information they find online before they've ever even had a conversation with you. I think that's one of the most tricky things about online, about the internet, because people are looking at you and making decisions when you don't know it. Essentially, what it comes down to is you're being judged based on your online perception. That's what makes it so important about your online presence, because now the buying trends are everyone's doing their research online. They're not calling and having a conversation. They're not necessarily scheduling a free Zoom or a free phone call or consultation. They're doing their research online. So your online reputation precedes you online, and online reviews can really help you with that. One of the other things with online reviews, I share with people a lot about video testimonials. Not even so much the testimonial, whether you want to call it a case study, the story with your customer. And there are so many different tools you can use to send a link, and they record a video from their own house, office, wherever, on their own time with their smartphone by clicking a link, and just ask, what would you like to share about your experience working with me? Let them talk, because their words are probably going to resonate with your target audience. And pay close attention to the wording that they use in their reviews and in their video testimonials. Why? There's probably nuggets of keywords and other information that you can utilize in your content. Last but not least, your online listings. As I said, this is important. How your business shows up online with business listings helps boost your business in the search engines. So making sure that whatever exists out there on whatever websites is accurate and consistent across all the different platforms. Really important, whether you're a member of a chamber, whether you're on a national directory, or it's industry specific, that one of the best things you can do is Google yourself to find out, and don't just do the first page, do the first few pages, and make sure you know what information is out there about your business. By optimizing these key elements that I just went over, this can help you create a stronger online presence. Now, remember, this isn't a magic wand that you just wave and all of a sudden your online presence is boom, overnight. Wish it worked like that. I really do, because I know people get really frustrated with this. This is a continuous process. Continuous process. And consistency is what's going to be the best thing for your business. Regular updates, staying engaged with your audience, and putting out valuable, relevant content for your specific audience. And I know that this can be a lot to take in, a lot. So let's talk about the number one strategy that every business can utilize for your business. Google Business Profile. Now, I'm going to go through a few things about your Google business profile. I believe that this is an animal all on its own in a great way for your business. First of all, it's free. Having a Google business profile is free. Now, you want to make sure the information on your Google business profile is number one, a complete profile. So you want as much information as you can put on there. Name, address, hours, services. They seem to be adding more and more fields, which makes it important to go back on a regular basis and make sure all the information you can include in there shows up. When you're in your dashboard of your Google business listing, there's a little percentage. Now, if you're not familiar with Google Business Profile, this allows you to manage how your business appears on Google Search and Google Maps. Think of it as your online business card with Google, and it plays a significant role in your online presence. Significant role. Why? Google is the #1 search engine. Google loves Google. You want to be utilizing this tool for your business. This should move to the important list for your business. And you're going to see why as I go through this. So potential customers search, I've just said, Google's the #1 search engine for products or services. You see a lot of people using the near me or find something near me. They're likely using Google. If your business is up to date and accurate, and it's optimized on your Google business profile, you have a higher chance of showing up in search engines, especially at the top of Google searches. So, #1, I said make sure you have a complete profile. #2, post regularly. Yes, you can post on your Google business profile. Very similar to how you post on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, any of the other ones. You can create a post that appears directly on your Google search and your Google map listing. Now, why would that be so important? Because they're not having to click off and go to your website or click off and go to your Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn. They're seeing the post right inside your Google business profile. That's why if you have new products, if you have specials going on, if you have relevant information to share, you have events going on, add it to your Google business profile. This is what I will share with you. I encourage you to post at least once a week on your Google business profile. Now, there are tools out there that you can schedule posts. You can do the post right inside your Google business profile dashboard. It's that important, at least once a week. The next item, respond to reviews. First of all, you want to encourage your audience. You heard me talk about it a couple times before. You want to encourage your audience, or your customers, I should say, to leave you a review on Google. Google's now made it easy. When you go to your Google dashboard, you can actually click on, they now provide you a link that you can utilize on your website. Some people are turning it into a QR code and putting it on a business card. I've seen people make the acrylic small signs with a QR code on it. And when they click on that link or scan that QR code, it goes right to where they can write the review. That's so important. Less steps and they can write the review. So positive reviews can boost your online reputation and your credibility. Online reviews with Google helps you come up higher in the Google search engine. You also want to make sure you respond to all reviews, positive, neutral, even negative. You are showcasing your customer service right there in the #1 search engine. The next one, photos. You can upload photos to your Google business profile. Use that to showcase your products, your services, behind the scenes. What do you want people to know about you, your business, your products, your services. You can also upload videos to Google Business Profile. Now, you want to also analyze your insights. That's what Google calls their reporting system. So you want to look at the insights. How are customers finding you? Why is this important? What are they typing in for you to come up? There's so much data that lies in these insights. Most people just don't even read it. Think about that. This is a step up that you can get on your competition, because I'm telling you, most people don't pay attention to this. And there's so much information inside of this. So you want to know how they're finding you. What actions are they taking? Are they going off to your website? Are they clicking your phone number? Are they going for directions? What steps are they taking? And then where did they come from? Where are they located? You can use this information to refine your strategy. You can get more detailed with your marketing strategy. And if you get consistent with uploading pictures, with making posts on Google, making sure your data stays up to date, your information stays up to date and accurate, you can increase not only your local visibility, but you can really connect with your target audience. Because I went through so much, this might be something that you want to go back and really hone in on each of the items, as well as use the worksheet that I gave you. Now, there's so much with your online presence, and I've told you that I really want to help people with this. And I know that it can be frustrating and it can be overwhelming to show up online. And you cannot know where to start out. And you know that people are having success when they show up consistently. Remember, all of this information I shared, I use this with clients, and I have for a number of years. And it increases visibility on a regular basis. It comes down to consistency. A lot of people think that, well, what if I'm tech challenged? What if I don't fully understand it? Baby steps. If you take baby steps, the key is taking action. The smallest actions can make such a big difference, especially with your online presence and visibility. So now, how can you increase your visibility? I've shared with you the main components that go into the key components of online presence. So you can take this information and you can put it to use, and you can go through it step by step. Or I have another option for you. You all are one of the first ones to hear about it. I recently did another webinar. Now I'm doing this one, and I'm launching Boost Online Visibility. Be found, be seen, be successful. It is a 6-week workshop. Why do I call it a workshop? Well, I call it a workshop because it is actually doing step by step the items that will make the biggest impact for your online visibility, for being found online. Now, what is it? 6 weeks. We're going to go through complete step by step. And this workshop even includes using AI to save time and money. So throughout this workshop, not only are we addressing the main parts of your online presence, but I'm also showing you how to integrate, how to use ChatGPT, which is available for free, to help you increase your online presence and visibility. but also save you time and money. Now, I want to help you with the quickest way to get from point A to point B. I said there's no magic wand, and I'm being honest with you. There are steps that you have to take in order to increase your online presence. I've went over the key items with you, explained them to you, and why they're so important. I actually even gave you tips along the way that you can immediately implement. But if you're wanting training with me, step by step, you can join this program. You'll get lifetime access 24/7. And when I tell you it's literally step by step, I'm going to be doing this right alongside of you. And you'll be able to connect with others along the way. So, what if, can you imagine if you could be found by your ideal clients? You could be discovered on targeted searches. You could generate more visitors to your website, generate higher quality leads, be seen as an authority in your industry. Boost online visibility, 6-week workshop. Now, the next question is, what does all this entail? All you have to do is follow literally step by step, and you're going to master these 6 core items. A complete understanding of online visibility, optimizing your website, SEO strategies for visibility, social media strategies, and of course, content marketing for visibility. I know this is a big one for a lot of people. Also, you need to know how to measure your visibility to adjust your marketing plan. You don't want to be wasting time, and we know no one wants to waste money. So I know you're wondering, how much would this cost me? Now, you can hire someone like me as a consultant or a coach, or you can hire a done-for-you service. One arm of our business, we do that. We do done-for-you marketing services, and we love it. But that's not for everyone. One-on-one coaching, I do that. It starts at $250 an hour. What if you take the time to figure this out yourself? How long will that take you? How much time will that take? And what is that worth to you? Well, this is not $500. It's not $250. This entire system, you can join me step by step along the way. This is the only time that it will be this price. I'm so excited about launching this entire program. I know how important online presence and visibility. Truthfully, I know you want to be found. You want to be found when people are looking for what you have to offer. A sentence that seems so simple when there's so many pieces that go into that puzzle. It makes it frustrating. I know from the years I've done this, the impact that I've had on clients that I've worked with one-on-one. Now I want to do this to help more people. I want you to be found when people are looking. I'm also going to include bonuses. You see them right here on the screen, Chat GPT prompts, photo and video sizing, which is so important. You want to be using the right size things when you make content to put them out on the different platforms. Checklists, but also having support along the way. I believe so much in this program, and what that I'm going to deliver is, if you're not happy for any reason after participating and implementing the training material, all you have to do is send an email and you will be refunded the money you've paid. I know how much of a difference and an impact this program can make for each and every business, no matter what industry you're in, no matter what size your business, even if it's just you. Again, it's all of these 6 foundational pieces, as well as the bonuses, and it's $197. You can scan the QR code, or if you want, you can use the bit.ly link that you see on your screen. You'll also get an email about this. Now, I've had people ask me, am I going to limit the number of people? Yes, I am. I haven't decided exactly what that number is, but I want this to be a group that I can have direct interaction with. It's going to be me teaching the trainings, as well as you having access to come back, freshen up your knowledge on it. If you cannot join live or when the trainings come out, that's no problem. You'll have access when it's most convenient for you. And you will have that for life. There's going to be some other things that I'm going to announce about this. I want to, as I said, I really want to do this step by step along the way. And I'm going to be honest, I've been fortunate to be a founding member of some other programs. I also have a couple of coaches myself. I highly encourage people to have a business coach. It is that person that just has your best interest. And being a founding member of a program, I'm fortunate to be in a few of them. The best part about it is when additions are made or when the program's revamped or things change and it gets updated, you get access to all of that. No additional money because you were part of that first group. So if you have any questions about this, feel free to email me. If you're not sure if this program is a right fit for you or not, all you have to do is shoot me an email and we will hop on a phone call and have a conversation about it. I want to make sure it is the right fit for your business, for you, and I'm happy to do so. Now, let's connect. As I said, you can scan this here and all my social media comes up. So whatever your favorite platform is, please find me on it and let's connect. Shoot me a message. I want to make sure that I follow all of you on social media as well. I want to thank everyone for joining me for this training. I appreciate you investing your time in learning the essentials that make such an impact with your online presence. So thank you for joining.